Good afternoon. Please stand for the processional for the Roswell High School graduating class of 2019.
Greetings, distinguished guests, parents, friends, community members, and the Roswell High School class of 2019. My name is Madeline Bickle, and as the co-president of the Roswell High School Student Council, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the graduation ceremony for the Roswell High School class of 2019. The colors are presented today by the Roswell High School JROTC Color Guard. The members of the Guard today are, today's Color Guard is being provided by Roswell High School's Hornet Battalion. The Color Guard is commanded by Cadet Major Sebastian Sanchez, who will also be bearing the colors of our great nation. Bearing the Georgia State flag is Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Philip Boudere. Serving as lead guard is Cadet Staff Sergeant Myers Height, and serving as rear guard is Cadet Staff Sergeant Alec Cornelius. The national anthem will be performed by Roswell Senior Lila Fink.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. We are very fortunate to have with us today several distinguished guests. Seated on the stage is our representative on the Fulton County Board of Education, Mrs. Katha Stewart. We are also joined by Mrs. Kibby Crumbly, Area Superintendent of Northwest Learning Community, Dr. Donnie Tran, Assistant Superintendent of Innovative Programs, and Mr. Ron Wade, Chief Talent Officer for the Fulton County School District and parent of a graduate. Thank you to these district officials for your support here today. Also seated on the stage are Roswell Teacher of the Year, Daniel Waldrop, and Roswell Teacher, Betty Estevez, who was selected by the class of 2019 for the dedication of their yearbook. In our audience, we are joined by several principals of the elementary and middle schools that feed Roswell High. If these principals are present, would you please stand to be recognized? Also, we would like to welcome staff members from the congressional offices of House of Representatives, Member Lucy McBath and Senator Johnny Isaacson. Would the representatives of our elected officials please stand to be recognized? Again, thank you for your attendance today on this very important occasion. On behalf of the Roswell High School class of 2019, I would like to thank all of you for what you have done to get us to this point today. And now, I would like to introduce the principal of Roswell High School, Dr. Robert Shaw.
Thank you, Madeline and Lila. Nice job. Ms. Stewart, Dr. Tran, Mr. Wade, Ms. Crumbly, faculty, staff, students, friends, and guests, it is truly my pleasure to welcome you to the commencement ceremony for the Roswell High School class of 2019. Thank you for joining us on this very special afternoon of achievement, recognition, and of course graduation as we recognize and celebrate this incredible class. Roswell does a first-class job of sending our graduates into the world. Throughout the year and during this last week of school, many people have worked incredibly hard to get our students across the finish line. A special thank you to our Student Services Department, led by Amy Short. Every one of them has been instrumental in making sure that students were on track, in the right classes, and that our seniors did not succumb to the disease of senioritis. Thank you to our counselors. Thank you so much to the administrative team who I get to work with every single day, who not only work to coordinate this ceremony, but have served our school so well. Thank you to Assistant Principals Jim Coyle, Celeste Moore, Sagana Ponder, Sal Zarzana, and our Athletic Director Clinton Lawrence. Thank you also to our clerical staff who did the behind-the-scenes work to make sure that everything was ready for today. We are very fortunate to be able to hold our ceremony in Ameris Bank Amphitheater. Thank you to the staff here. They have been incredible as they have accommodated our every need. Thank you also to Robert Smith from Balfour, who made sure our graduates look sharp today. We're also fortunate to have beautiful live music for this event. Thank you to our chorus director, Elizabeth Williams, and our band director, Michael Moon. Please join me in thanking them and their students for their performances today. I sincerely and humbly want to thank the parents and friends of Roswell and the class of 2019. Through the efforts of our PTSA, Governance Council, our sports and activity booster clubs, our students have had amazing opportunities and benefits that are simply not available to students in other schools. Thank you to the leadership of our PTSA, including President Lee Hills, Governance Chair Amy Jewett. In addition to these leaders, thank you to everybody who contributed their time, talent, and treasure to our school throughout the year. Please know that all of us at Roswell appreciate you and the incredible things you do for our students. Students, please join me in thanking our parents and friends for all they do to support our school. While all of us work hard to get our students through the day, a special thank you goes out to the almost 200 faculty and staff that make up Roswell. Our teachers work hard to make sure they provide the very best instruction, but they could not do their work without the efforts of our custodians, secretaries, bus drivers, cafeteria workers, paraprofessionals, and more. It is also appropriate at this commencement activity to recognize some of our employees for their dedication and service. We have 8 employees who are retiring after this year after distinguished careers serving our school, our kids, and our community. If these teachers could please stand as they're recognized. Thank you to Pat Beard, Dave Evans, Jim Coyle, who's actually back at school with AP testing, but we can still congratulate him. Mary Alice Grant, Stanley Deloach, our head custodian, Sue Holder, Mike Baumgarten, and Dr. Sarah Montaigne. We thank them for their service, and we wish them the very best in the next phases of their lives. What a privilege I have to address the graduating class of the best high school in the state. Today is a day of celebration and a day to remember, share, and celebrate you. It has been a professional and personal joy over the last 2 years to celebrate your accomplishments, cheer you on to victory, and watch as you learn, grow, and mature. One commencement tradition is that speakers have the chance to share some advice with the graduating class. Over the 2 years I've known you, I've already pretty much given you all the advice that I have every morning. I'm sure you're listening intently on the announcements. But the best advice I can give you is be nice, be kind, because you never know what somebody else is going through. Take care of each other. Don't be average, because everybody else is average. And more. I'm not sure where this next quote came from, I've tried to attribute it, but I once heard that, quote, "You are going to meet people in life who are smarter than you, more capable than you, even better looking than you. But you should never meet anybody who will work harder than you." As you leave Roswell, I would implore you, if you desire success as you define it, find something you love to do and work harder at it than everybody else to become the best at it. A lot of people think that hard work is doing what's expected. If you do the minimum, get by, fulfill the job description, do what you were told to do, this is not hard work. This is work. Hard work and the kind of work that leads to success is doing more than what is expected. If you want to be successful and if you truly love what you are doing, you will get to work before everybody else, stay later, volunteer where there is a need, and make sure that all parts of a task are completed with a sense of pride. If you have this kind of work ethic, whether it's school, a job, or even in your family life, I can't promise you success, but I can guarantee you there will be opportunities to succeed because you have demonstrated your character and the fact that you can be trusted. It is obvious from their accomplishments that the Roswell High School class of 2019 has a strong work ethic. For example, this year we watched the award-winning Buzz every Friday, cheered many of these same video broadcast students as they won numerous awards, read the Sting newspaper, signed our yearbooks, clapped as the marching band performed, listened as the band, chorus, and orchestra earned high ratings during their evaluations, cheered on our fencers, celebrated our championship robotics team. Once again, the front of our school was adorned in American flags as we remembered the victims of 9/11. The Roswell ROTC had numerous accomplishments, including returning to Washington, D.C. to compete in the Academic Challenge. Our National Honor Society again raised thousands of dollars for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Athletically, we cheered on our varsity girls and boys soccer teams, both varsity basketball teams, boys and girls lacrosse teams, girls golf, boys and girls swimming, track, wrestling, and volleyball, as all these teams made it to the state tournament. We had two GHSA region champions, one act play finished 4th in the state, a state championship in GHSA literary meet, and 39 student athletes signed college scholarships. We also can't forget, and please listen, the region champion varsity football team who proved on the field that they are the best 7A football team in North Fulton County. Well done. Due to the hard work of the students sitting in front of you, Roswell High School was again named as one of the best schools in the country, as reported by Newsweek. And based on AP performance, our school was named an Advanced Placement Merit School, AP STEM School, AP STEM Achievement School, and AP Placement Humanities School. The class of 2019 has 319 students that are eligible for the Hope Scholarship. One student was selected for the prestigious Posse Scholarship. One student has been selected to attend the U.S. Naval Academy. In total, the Roswell High School class of 2019 has 102 scholarship nominees that have earned over $14 million in scholarship. Good job, class of 2019. While the class of 2019 leaves our school with a tremendous list of accomplishments, this class also went through more than their share of tragedy and loss. As you celebrate with your family and friends over the next few days, please keep in your thoughts and prayers the students and their families who are not here today. This is a very difficult time for them, and more than ever, they need our love and support. The Roswell High School class of 2019 has a lot to be proud of, and I am so very proud of you. Do me one favor. Before this weekend is over, find the person or people who have most helped you get here. This is the person or people who praise you when you do well, hold you accountable when you mess up, who you can always count on, and who love you unconditionally. Put your arms around him or her and say, thank you. Don't send them a text. Don't Snapchat them. Tell them yourself how much they mean to you. As a dad, I can tell you that would mean a lot. Despite the challenges that we have overcome, it has truly been a fantastic year, and I will always remember the class of 2019. God bless you as you begin the next phase of your life. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Salutatorian for the class of 2019, Miss Lena Crone.
Good afternoon to our wonderful community and to Roswell High's brilliant class of 2019. I am honored to be salutatorian and to have the privilege of speaking on behalf of an irreplaceable group of graduating seniors. We are overwhelmed with gratitude to be celebrating our graduation surrounded by smiling faces and this outpouring of love. Our achievements would not be possible without the generosity of our families, peers, and the dedicated Roswell staff that have shaped us all into professional, conscientious young adults ready to take the world by storm. Each of us walking across the stage today is here thanks to nurturing, supportive people who teach us how to love daily, people that have never left our sides for a second. To the class of 2019, your devoted efforts have led to this milestone, and you should be so proud. Your spirits have colored my days at Roswell High with a vibrancy that I never expected when I first walked through the doors. This moment, for all of us, is a compilation of countless hours of brain power and unbelievable balance. I have admired this commitment daily through conversations with individuals who have each gracefully juggled jobs, internships, extracurriculars, family life, and mental health maintenance. And there are times that definitely weren't glamorous. I have often questioned whether my endeavors were in vain, especially when my anxiety felt like a weight in my chest, when my academic efforts were fueled only by espresso and Spotify, when my parents found me sleeping on the floor of my room with an open textbook like a pillow. But we all have strife, and to it we owe our strength. This beautiful journey is worth it. You are worth it. Particularly, Roswell High School has taught me to turn my struggles into beauty through its visual arts department. I hope to offer you a few strokes of wisdom from my own canvas. A crucial part of feeling confident in your own skin is finding an outlet, and mine is sculpture. When I feel the comfort of clay between my fingers, I am in touch with myself and the world. Ceramics is my